Hello, I'm David, the spirit in the raw. I bring you channeled messages downloaded as automatic writing from the source. These messages are designed to trigger you in the awakening process and hasten your journey into your next reality. Hello and welcome to podcast number 37. I've got two downloads for you today. They were downloaded the first one on the 28th of April 2011, and it's called The Journey on Mother Earth. So let's begin with that, and because it's very relevant still for today. I started out by saying to my guides that I had a great desire to write a book. At this stage, I hadn't written a book, and gave me. I asked some questions about that, and they gave me the answers. So this is where it begins. David, you know the answers. The answers were flooding into you. Yes, it's your higher self, all-knowing self, who communicates with you, but that self is interconnected with all within the universal mind, and in particular, the 13 masters who make up your brotherhood. You, with their agreement, and they, with your agreement, embarked upon this journey in a contract which is to enlighten the way to a higher consciousness for all those souls who have chosen this last ride through the school of Mother Earth. You have an agreement which demands you grow and let go of your limiting beliefs and allow the truth to speak through you. Your ability to allow this truth is increasing each day, and the tiredness and long mid-afternoon sleeps are allowing your body to adjust to the DNA changes and the recoding that is occurring within your total being. More magic will occur in your life. You just need to allow it to manifest, and that means letting go of fear and just rejoicing in your knowledge of truth. So your book will speak truth to those who need to hear that truth. You really don't require caution anymore in your thinking or in your speech. Speak from your heart and allow the world to hear your voice. You'll need to make your information available, and a lot of it needs to be free. So just publish your videos and speak your truth, and the abundance will find you, for it will. And the abundance will find you, for it will. Comment on what is happening in this world. Expose the shams, the deceivers, who would try to distract the world from its now main purpose. That is the purpose of becoming enlightened. The process of expanding your physical, mental, and spiritual vibrations to a higher level of existence. Become aware of the new existence. Open up your receptors to the stimulus that is being transmitted by the universe to awaken Mother Earth and those that inhabit her. The Mother is awakening. The floods, the fires, the earthquakes, the wind, the ice and the rain are all cleansing processes, and they will continue to expand their activity until the earth is again refreshed and cleaned. You all must be prepared for this cleansing process. That means being flexible and being sensitive to the world around you, being sensitive to the feelings of Mother Earth and the feelings of her other inhabitants, that is, those other than the human beings. The extraterrestrials, ETs, who live on Earth are subject to her demands, just as much as those of the children who were born or created on and within her. That's the end of the first download, but it was quickly followed a couple of days later on the 2nd of May 2011 with this. And it gives me again a caution first about how I'm thinking. It says your conscious effort to bring forth the flow of information for your great book is stalled because you're doing it from the wrong reasons. If you concentrate on those people who you need to communicate and deliver to them a story that is meaningful for them, then you'll get the flow you seek. And suddenly that was true and it came to me. So let's begin. This is not that difficult a task. Just dream about those who would travel with you. Explain the love you have for them and the guilt you have held because of your past encounters in past lives. These have carried grief and pain to so many souls. Let them understand that even this was not a role embarked on. It was an important part of the learning and understanding you needed to travel this path to an enlightened future with the Mother Earth's actual sight. The forces that have been enslaving Mother Earth and her children are now becoming desperate in their endeavour to maintain the status quo. But their endeavours are failing and their intentions become more and more transparent as the greater population of Mother Earth regains consciousness and the awareness is increased. People are tapping into their inner knowledge and they are no longer fooled by the propaganda and see through the lies and deceit of government and other self-appointed world leaders. The media's ability to control and influence is being diminished, and soon all will be able to read between the lines, the lies, and see the truth they so desperately want to hide. Mother Earth is flexing her muscles, and clearly she has begun the cleansing process. The earthquakes, floods, storms, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions will continue to increase in frequency and magnitude. Those who deny this will eventually fall victim to it. Those who recognise it but want to maintain the status quo will also become victims of Mother Earth's cleansing. All these events are triggering the growth of consciousness and increasing individuals' awareness. For no one will be able to deny the changes or hide from them. Soon all secrets of government and other controlling institutions and communities will be revealed, and this will further awaken the populace. On May 11, this is 2011, another key factor will fall into place, and that triggers greater changes and will add impulse to your growth and movements. You'll discover another opportunity to educate and inspire those who need to hear, and you will find great reward in the process. Allow your detachment of the material and concentrate on the changes that bring transformation and transmutation in preparation for your journey to the fifth dimension awareness. Nothing will change, yet everything will change. The enlightened space of the fifth dimension is a place of constant existence, straddling all other worlds with instant access to the knowledge and transformation power of the ancient spirits who have cared to watch over your progress these last few millennia. They are in many ways powerless to assist you, for that was your contract when this journey began. But once you remember them and their nature, you'll have access to all the assistance you will ever need. The journey to this place of knowledge in remembrance is almost at an end, yet you resist this last part. It's almost like the journey was so fascinating you don't wish it to end, but end it must, for Mother Earth must be cleansed and renewed. Once accomplished, your journey can continue and further discoveries and creations can be yours to explore and discover. Your purpose is close at hand. In many ways, the present has been sufficient to affect and aspect many people who are now on the path to ascension. Touch sometimes is enough. A word, a look, a knowing. These are subtle things that can initiate a trigger to encode the expanded DNA for any individual. And this message will never get tired of being told, for it takes many repetitions for the consciousness to awaken and realize the awakening consciousness. As it prepares to enter the fourth or fifth dimension, it will experience what it has chosen. So I think, the bottom line of what we're saying here is listen to these messages repeatedly. They continue to trigger, and each time you listen, you hear something different. So again, as with all of these messages, if you want to awaken your community, if you want to awaken the people around you, and you want to build a community of like-minded souls and like-minded minds who can support each other, then I just ask you to subscribe to these messages, to like them and to share them with your friends. And let's build a community of conscious beings. Until next time, thank you and goodbye.